We got 6 more games before we end the November mark. So yeah, man, we got a long way to push, and hopefully I've been enjoying the series. I've been enjoying the series, so I'm just trying to get this done so I can have a continent for 2K20 before it's too late. But I'm just grateful to have all these games that I have. I got it from Goodwill in Tallahassee on the north Capital Circle Northeast. I'm just grateful to have all these games, and I'm so happy. But we're going up against the Atlanta Hawks. We're going out to eat on Hilltop, man, in Madison, so we're gonna have something to eat, and hopefully we can have double trades, man. I'm just gonna have a good time and see what we could do, man. Probably gonna play cards. Probably dominoes too, but Uno. I got cards. Don't have no dominoes right now, but my grandmother got dominoes.
To the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And the Atlanta Hawks in the midst of a massive rebuild, Shaq. Who do you see as some of their cornerstones going forward?
I'm on that choo-choo. I'm on that John Collins type train. Love his fire, love his aggression, and love his versatility.
Well, I like Trae Young, man. You know, he's going to gain some strength and consistency, but the talent is there.
I'll take them both. That's it for us. Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. Take it away.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for James.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? So these last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Collins at power forward with Len at center. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Harrison at the point. All right, tonight a matchup of teams that know how to get stops, Brent. When you were playing with the Spurs, what made those defenses so special?
The word it comes down to is accountability, and that is that you understand you have a role defensively just as much, Kevin, as you do on the offensive end. It certainly doesn't hurt that on the back end you have Tim Duncan calling out plays, blocking shots, but accountability to your role defensively, that's where Greg Popovich gets you to play.
And the communication so far.
That always helps, but sometimes Pop takes that just a little bit too far.
Here's Hurt, funded by Green. Pass to Young. Over Harris. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And it's Harris with the ball for the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Now here's Davis. Shoots over Len. And Davis puts it in.
Well, everything right now in sync for AD. And I think that stands for after Duncan.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Kuzma, right side. Over Hunter. Davis, the pass to Kuzma. A fadeaway in that one. Good.
And when you give Kuzma that shot, he is going to let it fly. He is so confident in his mid-range.
Down low, they need this. And the layup good by Collins.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
Drills it from outside.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Collins. Here's Hunter. Pass to Len. Young outside. Pass to Collins. In the corner, it's Hunter. Len with it. Fires for 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Took him no time at all on that one. Harris has got 6 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Young from outside. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
James, that's a 2-pointer. The Lakers rebound. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Harris outside. The pass to Green. James looking around. Over Young. Nice shot by James.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And now the first time out called here for the Hawks. If there is any concern for Anthony Davis, it's that early in his career he has dealt with a lot of injury. But Brent, he does play a high-impact style.
You think so, Kevin? He's one of the top 5 players in the league, and at his position is absolutely exemplary. You think about 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans and 13 playoff games to show for it. A change of scenery, an opportunity in Los Angeles to play with LeBron James. It's going to be interesting to see where it is his career goes from with this move.
And Los Angeles with some changes. So Marcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Harris. Now here's Turner. Count the basket.
This is where Turner impresses you with his strength, able to take a little bit of a hit before finishing.
Here is Cook. Turner covering. Wasted no time on that one.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Parsons outside. It's Jones on the wing. .143 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Parker with the 3. Good on the triple.
Nice to see Jabari Parker looking more and more comfortable behind the three-point line.
Here's Cousins. Again, Los Angeles.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Livingston kicks to Jones. Nobody near Parker. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Parker's got 5.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
Cousins finds Caldwell Pope. And it's off from 3-point range. The Hawks trail by 10. Parsons outside. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. That one drops for him.
And far from just a jump shooter, Parsons also has the touch down low when needed.
Here's Cook. Drains the three-pointer. Cook's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Clippers. LeBron James on the wing. Covered by Parsons. Bucket is good. James has got his second bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Parker outside. And the dunk by Parker.
And that's ferocious. Parker utilizing that vertical and that timing to perfection.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And the three-point shot has been big for them. Back to the action after this word. Just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Here is Cook. Avery Bradley is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Cook and a point. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now, here's Livingston. He's covered by Daniels. He's again, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
And that one falls for Jones. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. I think that's going to happen.
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
No. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
Feeds it to Bradley. Makes it off the glass.
Such a good job of reading the leak out in transition. Avery has a great understanding of where to run to, not just how to run, but where to run.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement for playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Green comes in for Troy Daniels. And Harris subbed in for Quinn Cook. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Jones. Hunter comes in for Parsons. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Sean Livingston. Young is subbed in for Turner. Basket good.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Collins passes to Huerter. Parker, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And Parker has the mid-range shot going there, looking composed while he pulls the trigger. Love the in-between game.
And when Kyle Korver played for Atlanta, he set a league record with at least one three-pointer in 127 consecutive games.
And to think that you just wouldn't have one of those nights where nothing was going in. 127 is pretty impressive. Record was broken eventually by Steph Curry in 2016. But for Atlanta, that 127 is still a team record. And you wonder if one Trae Young might have his eyes set on it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
That bucket in no time at all. 9 points for James.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Young dishes to Parker. For 3. Young's shot is off. Lakers leading by 17. And they double up Cousins. Over Parker. Harris kicks to Cousins. Over Parker. And that one goes long.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
A baseline J. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Bradley. Bradley's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Hurt. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers. Young's shot is off. Harris looking it over. Kicks to Green. Lets it go. Harris misses. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. You take a look at Harris, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And the numbers say it all. I mean, he's tremendously efficient at scoring the basketball around the rim. He's almost automatic.
Timeout called the Lakers. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine.
Really doing, right?
And the popcorn. What else, Kevin? Yeah, you nachos.
Love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else do we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a big one.
Because when you're done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow coat your stomach.
Yep. Was this basketball related, or did we go somewhere else?
All a part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
Some changes for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Cousins. LeBron comes in for Danny Green. And it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope in for Avery Bradley. Alex Len's checked in for the Hawks. Harris inside the line. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Len passes to Collins. Back to Len. And no good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Young passes to Collins. And they get it. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
I don't like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Pass to Len. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Collins is one Hawk who can fly, refusing to settle for the layup and choosing to go with the power move.
Bangs on the trifecta.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Young against Harris. To the left wing from the arc. And that one is off. And so it's Los Angeles ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And with as many three-pointers as they drink, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what do you think?
They obviously crushed it for deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target.
Gotta wait.
Look
I
at the
hope
score.
you have
Obviously, a lot of
capacity.
things went right.
Keep your self-control is really how
And
it
over to the
goes.
big fella. Your thoughts on the Hawks?
Yeah, it's really
Well,
how
they got to
it
do a better
goes.
job on the glass.
Trying to show respect. I gotta give some credit. Yeah. You know, I use some debits. Yeah. I'm taking L's.
And that wraps up the halftime show.
For one,
Set
like
to
the
begin.
Lion is. Yeah. You ever seen the Lion King? Yeah. I see 1, 2, and 3. Halftime show on 2K20.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be
Ain't
pretty
trying to
good.
be
A
no
big comeback,
Gordon.
though, is needed for this game to be competitive. I mean, it probably has to happen.
Gotta wait.
We've seen a
I hope you have
tremendous game
a
from
capacity.
Harris.
Keep your self-control is really how it goes.
The offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Herder the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins at power forward with Len at center. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Herter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always.
He's just a great finisher on the inside. John Collins, one of the game's better dunkers.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
So the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And you pair Collins with a passer like Trae Young? Look out.
Yeah, you get him the ball around that launch point where he can get his feet together, and Trae can pretty much throw it anywhere. Collins last year, a top 20 player in field goal percentage as a roll man in pick-and-roll situations.
Offensive rebound. Kuzma passes to Green. A 3-ball. Rebound, Atlanta.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Young for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Los Angeles calls timeout. You know, Greg, in Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew on. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
I got these games, man. Especially Madden 25, Adrian Peterson edition.
Bradley's checked in for Green. Then for the Hawks. Parker's checked in for Hunter. And it's Livingston in for Kevin Huerter. Lakers leading by 22. Pass to LeBron. With 3, Harris. Rebound, Atlanta. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Got to stay with Livingston. The D cannot let him dice them up with his handle.
And here's Bradley from 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Bradley's got 5 now.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
It's Collins with the drive.
Big guy can move. John Collins finds a way to get that one to go.
The Lakers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. LeBron kicks to Harris. A 3 from Bradley. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Livingston, and the layup's good off the glass. Livingston's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
With 3, Harris. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Atlanta calls timeout. And Brent, many consider Trae Young the first product of the Steph Curry generation. He grew up in the age of the 3-point shot.
I think that's pretty fair. He said he recorded all of Steph Curry's games. He studied them. Tried to see where Steph was gaining some advantage in that bout.
All right.
Of his shooting and his playmaking, then moving without the ball, you can see all of those sort of attributes that are coming out of Trae Young, courtesy of Steph Curry.
some changes. Jones checked in for Len. Parsons comes in for John Collins.
I'm on 94%, well, that's a good thing.
Livingston looking for the opening. And Turner kicks to Livingston. Passes it to Jones. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Livingston. Oh, good on the 3. Lakers leading by 22. Kuzma outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Jones kicks to Turner. There's the pass to Livingston. Out to Parker. Shoots the 3. Atlanta again missing. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Davis the pass to Harris. On the wing, James. Los Angeles keeps it going. The new 14-second shot clock. And good that time. James has got 9.
Like seeing LeBron go straight up with that shot. The catch and release almost instantaneous that time.
It's stolen by Davis. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Livingston passes to Jones. He kicks to Turner. Parsons against Kuzma. Clock at 6 to end the run. Parker's shot is off. Lakers have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Bradley passes to LeBron. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
Well, assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball move.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Livingston. That one falls. Livingston's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. For 3, Harris, and another 3 for the Lakers.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Parker looking around. Deep, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Harris in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Turner up top. Guarded by Harris. The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. And there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
What a burst of speed. LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
The Hawks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Grab the pass to Turner. Dishes to Jones. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Banked in off the glass.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And here's Harris from the arc. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. That's now 26 points for Jay. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Jones. Crab with the ball. He's against Green.
I like it. Cousins making impact on the defensive end. Nice to have a rim presence and blocks that shot away.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Outside, Jones. Now here's Crab, guarded by Green. And Crab is good for three. Crab's got himself on the board with three there.
And this is where Crab continues to gain consistency. Came into the league with a great shooting stroke that's now highly repeatable from long range.
Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. Make a heck of a volleyball player. D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Crab finds Turner. Out left of the wing. Jones the pass to Crab. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. And a change for the Hawks. Trae Young, he's checked in for Evan Turner. Bounce pass Young. Here's Bembry. James covering. The feed now to Jones. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, though.
Not in today's
Not in today's game, and not with what's at stake.
Shots good from Young.
You just can't forget about Trae Young. Not for a second out there. We saw him there with that quick release.
From deep, Green. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Green inside the three-point line, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Big mistake there. You want to play Green for the pull-up because he usually doesn't drive all the way to the rim.
Young passes to Jones. Now here's Crab. He's covered closely. Back to Jones. The shot missing. Great D that time from Davis. Harris with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Harris passes to Davis. Over Jones. And Davis can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bembry. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? No.
Well, I don't know if... if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that.
Young pass to Fernando. There's Crab with the three. Cans it from downtown.
You got to know the scouting report as a defender. You can't let Crab set up for a catch and shoot. You'll bury those more often than not.
Here's Kuzma, and that one falls coming off of Davis's speed.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Right wing. Here's Bembry. Here's Fernando. No good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great win tonight. When you guys are rolling, what does your team look like?
Yeah, we just got to stay aggressive. And we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
Yeah, I know defense is what Coach wants to see the most of, and you guys did it tonight. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Alright guys, so we won against the Atlanta Hawks. Next episode will be against the OKC Thunder, so stay tuned for that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more games until we reach December, and then we gotta keep pushing through December, then January, then February, then March, then April, because April is the last month. And then once April comes, we gotta be prepared for the playoffs, and I can go to 2K22, man. That would be good. But yeah, man, we're going up against the OKC Thunders 2 times, and hopefully we can get both of them done. I just want to get to have a good, amazing regular season with my players. So hopefully I can do that. But yeah, man, I'm number 1 in all of the records and stuff. But yeah, I have a good shot. I like D'Angelo Russell mixed with Elite 64 on 2K20. Yeah, we go against the OKC Thunders 2 times. So, you know, I only won both of the games. And hopefully y'all enjoy the video, because I am definitely enjoying the video. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.